as the term goes, water will usually seek its own level. And in this case, let's just go straight to the point. You will have masters of the universe, heirs of the throne, Beckys, and other groups who, yeah, for the most part, they sit to blat and chat. Let's not lie here, but there are some of them who end up finding your, what I like to call, masters of the universe kind of brothers. Now, you also have your girl next door kind of chick who will end up finding that sophisticated brother who was considered an educated you-know-what, or that he didn't have enough swag for the Communitah, but once he crossed the line, he was cool enough. He had enough swag. He had enough substance. He kicked enough ass. At least enough ass to get with a girl next door who may have not looked like him, but whatever. But now, we are starting to see the evolution of how certain women are pandering to, at the very least, if not actively recruiting and going after certain kind of men. And in this case, we're going to look at this individual called Yes Julz. Yes, Yes Julz, if you don't know, she's basically a rapper. A female rapper. A white female rapper who apparently, thanks to the Daggle Brigade, has been caught in some trouble with some past tweets from ancient Rome and whatever. Does this sound familiar? Well, it should, because this situation is basically a mirror reflection of what happened to the chick who ended up being proposed by the linebacker or defensive dude in the Chicago Bears. How she was like, I like my you-know-what, and all this other kind of stuff. And in that video, if you want to reference back to waggles are the lesser of two evils, I went in and specifying while the waggle is nothing to brag about, she, compared to the scraggle-daggle, is the lesser of two evils. And no, not all women of a certain ethnicity are scraggle-daggles, let's clarify that up. But hit dogs holler. And in this case, it's the scraggle-daggle who's hollering all the way to the moon. Yes, all the way to the moon about one Yes Julz and her anti-scraggle-daggle tweets from way back in the day. And I don't know, what was it, 1999 or something like that? I didn't know they had Instagram or Twitter in 1999, but apparently they did. And I'm looking at all these tweets, and to be honest, yeah, she's feeling herself a bit, particularly when it comes to dealing with this thirsty Pookie and Ray Ray, which this is what the subject is about today. The arms race for this Pookie and Ray Ray. Now, as I stated, water seeks its own level. And in this case, we have the case of scraggle-daggles pissed off that these Whoa Vicky girls, these Yo Kylie girls, these Yes Julz girls are either through intentional means or unintentional means are getting the attention of the kind of black men that the scraggle-daggle considers masculine, or at the very least, a good, useful pawn for her agenda. And what are her agendas that this Pookie and Ray Ray tends to find himself being a successful pawn in? Well, it can be one of several things. You have the Pookies and Ray Rays who, even to this very day, are willing to deal with the scraggle-daggle on a serious case basis, even to the point of knocking her up. Now, we all aren't perfect, but for some reason, we got dudes knocking up chicks who they met on the first night, or they haven't even been with for a long time. They don't know how this chick's gonna react. They don't know how this chick's gonna be when it comes to dealing with him in the long run, or especially kids. So you have this scraggle-daggle who's looking for the next baby daddy who she can profit off of, whether it's through him and child support, that's if he has a job, or if it's through having a kid out of wedlock. So there's that. You have the scraggle-daggles who basically just need their rocks, get their rocks off, and alright, fine, that's whatever. But you also have the scraggle-daggle who basically needs muscle. They need muscle in some sort of way. Muscle, whether it comes to dealing with past baby daddies, ex-boyfriends, or just guys they don't like in general. And with the latter example, we've seen this here on YouTube, where we have dudes who are willing to cape up in defense of this scraggle-daggle to the point of arguing and arcing and barking to all these educated black men, thinking black men who aren't willing to stay on the plantation. We've seen this plenty of times, and it's usually this Pookie and Ray Ray, or at least guys who think they're Pookie and Ray Rays, you know, the wannabe Pookies and Ray Rays, who are the first ones to say, "Aye, aye, massa. Aye, aye, missa. What do you need me to do today? Oh, you need me to yell at these educated lames on YouTube because they're dating outside the race and they're talking about leaving the planet? Oh, we can't have that now. We need to stick together. I don't give a damn. We need to stick together because we's community, because everyone hates us, and because of white men. Yeah, the white man's keeping us down. And hashtag ADOS. ADOS. We need those goodies. But it's educated lanes. They ain't getting the goodies. Not before my ass does. I mean, not before we do. We do, queen. Yeah. Now, and you also have these swirling daggles who need this Pookie and Ray Ray to basically remain in the current condition that he's in order to, one, blame him for the state of the entire Communitah, as if she had absolutely no role in its demise and current state. And two, she needs this Pookie and Ray Ray to be dysfunctional as a justification to swirl. I don't need you, beta male coon, to tell me how to live my life and to do whatever I want with my womb because you guys failed the Communitah, and no, we aren't responsible for that. No, it was white supremacy, but you guys are the #1 enforcers of white supremacy because you guys will not fight. You guys will not fight in that suicide mission against the white man and his military and his Call of Duty squadron. You guys won't even fight for the Communitah on Call of Duty. You guys can sit around here, play Madden and 2K and holding your own nuts. Well, you need to hold our nuts. Our nuts in the Communitah is what built the Communitah. So I don't give a damn what you're talking about when it comes to some. We're leaving. You're leaving for who? What is that, Beta Male Coon? You're leaving for Yo Kylie and this Yes Julz chick? We can't have it. No, and look, these scraggle-daggles are now worried that people like Yes Julz are basically rising up and basically taking the men that they found useful, the men that they deem worthy, at least to an extent, the men that they will at least say are masculine. And in this recent story, you have a person like Yes Julz. I didn't elaborate too much, but Yes Julz basically stated in a couple of Twitter posts, "It's a guarantee in any situation that I walk in a room with a group of girls, room has men from every ethnicity, black men be lined straight to Julz." And then she says, "Black girls don't like me because black men do. Hashtag white thoughts. Damn, why do all these black girls hate me? I've been so nice." Walks out club with light-skinned dude. And then you have a daggle basically complaining and whining and all this other kind of stuff. I'll have the clip above just to give you an example of what this is. And apparently you had this rapper called Murder Mooks who basically went on the defense. And to be honest, yeah, technically this is caping. This is caping for a waggle. This is caping for a wigette. This is caping for Yo Kylie bitch. And saying that, I don't know, she's black too, when Yes Julz basically stated that she was half Puerto Rican, half Irish or something like that. And then this dude's like, "You black too? You black too? Cool. You ADOS. You ADOS like us. You can get the goodies. You can get goodies from me. We can on the cruise. We can make it rain. We can go to the club. We can get some scrippers, not strippers, scrippers, while eating script, not shrimp, script, all night, girl, all night, because I got you, girl, I got you." Yeah, but he was basically caping. He had his cape on. I have to give the daggles 1 point on that. But as far as this is concerned, this is all a part of a proxy war. This is a war between the Scraggle and the Wigettes in order to see who will be able to have control of Pookie and Ray Ray. This is why I state that Pookie and Ray Ray, while a nuisance to the Communitah, are not the biggest threat. Yeah, they may come and bark and yell and do all this other kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, as far as this is concerned, Pookie and Ray Ray are just useful pawns. Pookie and Ray Ray are just being led by the lower head. Pookie and Ray Ray are just following whatever carnal instinct they feel like today. Look, this Pookie and Ray Ray guy, yeah, he has the muscles, he has the strength, and he even has the numbers, because a lot of the Communitah consists of Pookie and Ray Ray, particularly the men who remain in the Communitah. Either they're Pookies and Ray Rays, or they're aspiring Pookies and Ray Rays. Granted, a lot of these aspiring Pookies and Ray Rays want to be Pookies and Ray Rays. A lot of them get their cards called quick, and then they end up just, either scurrying back to the stoop. Stoop kid's gonna lead stoop. Stoop kid's gonna psych. Or they end up just being who they really are and just being like, alright, I'll suck it up. Y'all can call me educated lame, but I'm gonna go after those snow bunnies and those Maylins and those Salinas. And so some of them do wake up, they see the light, and they enter to the the light side where we have brownies. Or a lot of them just retreat and maintain their Pookie and Ray Ray ways on the internet. I mean, yeah, these are the same guys who, instead of trying to punk people out in the street when they get punked or when their whole cards are called, they just go on YouTube and wash, rinse, repeat. Look, these Pookie and Ray Rays, I'm not trying to dog these guys. These guys aren't even the top threat. I don't even consider these guys an enemy. I have a video on why Pookie and Ray Ray are not the #1 threat, aren't the enemy, something like that. I paraphrased it, and I'll have the link below, as well as the Yo Kylie chick. But this is an arms race. The arms race between the Scraggle and the Wigette in order to see who can control this Pookie and Ray Ray. Now, here's the thing. If the Scraggle wins, then it's going to be business as usual, and you're really going to have a lot of company in that third group for the fates of Black America, the 3 fates of Black America. It's going to be a huge group. But I'm telling you, if this Wigette chick wins it out, if this Wigette chick gets enough of these Pookie and Ray Rays, or these wannabe Pookie and Ray Ray rappers being like, man, look, man, yo, I know I said I was about the sisters and the Communitah and ADOS and all this other kind of stuff, but nah, man, after seeing what I saw, man, after being shown the light by, Donovan Sharps and the Solo TV 84s and Santos Clutches, the Kirigakure Jones and the Mad Bus Driver X MBT, this Game of Thrones helmet ass, man, I had to jump the fence, dog. Yo, what? Yeah, man, I had to jump the fence, B. Man, I'm telling you, man, the nerve of these bitches, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm Mob Deep all day. Wu-Tang 2020 come back all day. Trust me on that. But I had to jump this fence, man. I couldn't deal with this Daggle anymore. I couldn't deal with the bullshit. I couldn't deal with the sassiness and to tell me what to do. Get me? I was just trying to play Madden and 2K and Call of Duty and smoke weed with the boys. That's all I wanted to do. But man, after dealing with this Daggle who's trying to get me to be your little slave and telling me to go after that square and these guys on the internet, I was like, fuck this shit. So I upped and left, and I ended up crashing on Fee Nasty's house. Yeah, Yo Kylie's friend, yeah, her homegirl Fee Nasty. And yo Fee Nasty, man, I know her name's Fee Nasty, but yeah, she's nasty, all right, but she's nasty in all the right ways, man. Yeah, she got the kicks and she got the fat ass, dude, like a sister, and but she throws down like a sister too. She throws down like a sister. She puts it down like a sister. But she doesn't go down at me like a sister. She doesn't yell at me though. What, B? What? Yeah, man. And you know what Fee Nasty did? She got her friend. She got Krayshawn to basically expunge all my bullshit. All those felonies, man. I'm a free nigga, man. I'm a free nigga. I don't gotta be that nigga who goes to the store and gets the juicy juice and the Dutch Masters for all the real niggas in the block. For all Transformers. I'm no longer a GoBot, nigga. No. You were never a GoBot, dog. You weren't that low. Nah, the Fontavious MGTOW guy, that's a GoBot nigga. That's a little incel ass nigga. You weren't like that. At least you were getting something. Yeah, but nah. She's enrolling me back to school though. Back to school. Back to the auto school. You do mechanics and shit. Man, look. I used to do that shit though. Like seriously, I used to make so much money from that, B. Repairing cars and shit. I mean, yeah, I had money under the table, but it was legit, man. And she was like, yo, let's get you back into mechanic school, B. And I'm like, I guess, though. I guess. But she believes in me, though. She's like, yo, baby. Look, you call this Fee Nasty. But Daquan, I believe in you, though. I used to see you working on my brother's car. And it was the most souped up car on the streets. We won so many races and got so much money from that. So I got to pay you back. I don't care if you have 2 kids by 3 scraggle daggles. Look, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Because that's how we are. I has my mom and my dad's in my life. And guess what? I know how to pick them though. Just like my girl Krayshawn and freaking Yo Kylie. You know what she picked? And she's about to bank, but she isn't banking out. She's sticking in for the long run. Because we're real bitches though. We're real bitches. Unlike those other bitches you dealt with. Man, fuck those scraggle-daggles. So yeah, man. I'm going back to school, mechanic school. Man, I may even open my own shop. Do a little racing shit, a little hydraulics and shit. Man, I heard people make big money from that shit. And you know what? I can be legal now. I can be legal. I don't gotta sling dope. Because, yo, man, I can be legal. I can be a legit nigga now. I can be a fucking transformer, man. Shit. Hell, maybe one of these days, I can even go on one of these red pill missions with C Boogie and the Gone and the Thanking Man's Templar and all the other niggas. Black Ram, LAR. I can go in clubs, start tricking with O'Shea. I can be on, hell, I can be on Snow Bunny Sundays with Solo, Santos, and motherfucking Donovan. And, I can go to the VIP sections with Mr. Jap and his Snow Bunnies. I know he says he loves his sisters, but that nigga's gonna be buried in Snow Bunnies soon. I can bet. You can bet on that, nigga. That is what this is gonna lead down to. At this point, if the Krayshawns, the Fee Nasties, the Wo Fickies of the world gets his hands on this Pookie and Ray Ray guy, trust me, he may not be up to the educated status. He may not be up to the super elite status, but it will be just enough that his condition will improve, if only by default. And when that happens, the community, if it's not already on life support, it's gonna be 6 feet under. And the Daggle will only have one option left, which is why she's freaking out. She realizes that she can't get this educated you-know-what as an insurance policy after she's done with the Alpha Rux. She burned her bridge with that. And now she's starting to burn her bridge with these Pookies and Ray Rays, who, I mean, if she can't get that, who's she gonna go to? The Simps? The Simps. She's gonna build the Communitah with a bunch of Simps. Look, she would rather be the white man's concubine, the white man's mistress, the non-black man's side piece, than be the wife of this simp. We've seen this in multiple examples, even up to the professional level. So this is as serious as it gets. Examples like this, Yes Julz chick going in the Communitah, going in the rap game and being like, it's Yes Julz, girl. I rule the world. I rule the Communitah. I'm going to gentrify this Communitah, but still have swag in it, though. And me and whoever, we're going to have mixed babies, but our mixed baby's going to be swagged out as shit. And they're going to have money, though. They're going to have money. They're going to be going to private schools, and they're going to be chilling and hanging out and be friends with Aisha and Steph Curry's kids, or Klay Thompson and his girl's kids, or Patrick Mahomes and his wife's kids. And yeah, we're all gonna network, and AM1's gonna help them find jobs. And guess what's gonna happen? Yeah, this is Yes Julz in the building. But you know what's gonna happen with our kids? Hashtag light skin supremacy. Light power, motherfuckers. And as far as that's concerned, look, we all gonna be in this together, and then now you're gonna have this Daggle and the Sims, or the fake Pookies and Ray Rays. They're gonna be on Google 20, 30 years from now talking about the light man is cutting at me again. Yeah. But yeah, 3 fates of Black America are already coming to a pass, and this is just one of the major battles that will shape what I stated before. Everyone else out there, always bet on X.